My name is Raka and I'm a Senior Client Engagements Manager at Healy Consultants Group in Singapore. Recently, I completed an engagement for our client in Labuan and I would briefly like to speak about it. So, firstly, who was this client and what was the engagement about? So, our client was a payment gateway technology and managed services provider in Labuan. Our client is already a PSP licensed company by the Central Bank of Philippines in the Philippines. They plan to engage Healy consultants to set up their Labuan payment services company. I'll now briefly talk about the planning process for the engagement and how we managed to secure a payment services license in Labuan. So, firstly, Labuan is a federal territory in Malaysia. To secure a PSP license in Labuan, there are two phases. First is the pre engagement and pre license submission phase, and secondly, after submitting the main documents, we secure something called the pre approval from the Labuan FSA. So, first stage, of course, is the submission of the relevant documents and securing pre-approval from the Labuan FSA. Healy Consultants prepared all the relevant documents for our clients' payment services business, uh, pre-filled the same, and provided the client for their review and signature. After that, we compiled all the documents and submitted it to the FSA. Within 1.5 months, we were able to secure the pre approval from Labuan FSA. After the pre approval was secured, there are certain requirements to be met by the business in order to secure the full license from the FSA. These requirements are firstly to increase the paid up capital of the Labuan company to USD 125,000, paying the license fee, securing a management office in Labuan, and finally appointing two directors for the Labuan company who meet the fit and proper persons guideline. Healy Consultants uh, thoroughly helped our client to meet these requirements, and thereafter we submitted a complete quality package to Labuan FSA to secure the final license approval. Within 1 month following this final document submission, we were able to secure the Labuan PSP license for our client. One of the major challenge of this engagement was to secure the corporate bank account numbers without our client having to travel to Labuan. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it was not possible for our client who was based in Philippines to travel to Labuan to open the corporate bank account. Consequently, we managed to search a branch in the country of our client's residence, that is Philippines. Thereafter, we secured an appointment with the bank officer so that our client can meet the bank officer in Philippines, complete all the document requirements, sign off the relevant forms, and following which we were able to successfully secure the corporate bank account for our client. Lastly, I would like to talk about the key takeaway from this engagement. If planned correctly, a Labuan PSP license business setup is quite simple and straightforward. Also, our client was very satisfied with our services and consequently engaged Healy Consultants for their other business setups in Ireland, Hong Kong, and other countries. Over the coming days, you might see more videos on those engagements. For today, that is all from my end. Have a good day. Thank you.